What's good, y'all? Welcome back. This is the second part of the third tier of the lost / mysterious locations iceberg, whatever you want to call it. My bad. I was definitely supposed to upload this like a few days ago, but bro, I've been on my ass sick as hell for like a week now. And yeah, other than that, man, we right back to it. Shout out to the ones that subscribed in the meantime though. I woke up, I hadn't looked at my phone in like 3 days, bro. I had like 30 new subscribers. We passed 50 now, bro. Like, what the fuck? That shit's crazy, bro. I feel like I ain't done shit. We gonna hop right into this. First one up on this this tier, I guess, this half of the tier is RAKOTZBRÜCK. It's also known as the Devil's Bridge. And basically this bridge, it was built back in 1860. It was commissioned by a local knight, and it was built with a bunch of diverse stones and everything from around that local area. And basically it's been called the Devil's Bridge because of the structure of the actual bridge made it so dangerous that it must have been built by Satan, people said. And I mean, that's really it, you know what I mean? There's nothing much else I could find. I think it's also called the Devil's Bridge because the arch or arc, whatever you want to call it, it forms like a perfect circle in the water, which is pretty sick. But if you look up Devil's Bridge, there's a bunch of them. That's the thing. That's what makes me think that the Devil's Bridge is actually just the whole circle in the water and everything. But pretty sick. I mean, there's a million of these things. If you even look up Devil's Bridge, it pops up with like 30 of them. So there's nothing like too crazy special about this one. But yeah, anyways, we on to the next one. So next up is Unit 731. And bro, before I get into these guys, these people was fucked up cuts. Like, bro, no bullshit. Basically, Unit 731 is short for the MANSHU Detachment 731, or also known as the KAMO Detachment or the Ishi Unit. They were a covert biological and chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that engaged in lethal human experimentation during the Second Sino-Japanese War and World War II. It was responsible for some of the most notorious war crimes committed by the armed forces of Imperial Japan. So yeah, man, these people, they do human experimenting. Trust me, I got a few examples of it, and that shit is fucked up, bro. They've routinely conducted tests on human beings who were internally referred to as logs. Additionally, biological weapons were tested in the field on cities and towns in China. Estimates of those killed by Unit 731 and its related programs range up to 500,000 people. So they was killing their own people. They was killing Chinese people. They was just testing on people. They just needed to know shit. You feel me? And yeah, basically subjects were deprived of food and water to determine the length of time until death. They were placed into low pressure chambers until their eyes popped from their sockets. Cuz what? They were experimented on to determine the relationship between temperature, burns, and human survival. They pumped people full of horse blood. They also hung people upside down until they were dead. They crushed people with heavy objects. They electrocuted them. They dehydrated them with hot fans, etc, etc. Tons of fucked up shit, bro. Literally tons of fucked up shit, dude. Like, oh my god, bro, these people dead ass insane. Cuz like dead ass insane. So while Unit 731 researchers were actually arrested and tried by the Soviet Union after the war, America had a different idea. Basically, Americans did the exact same thing that they did back in Operation Paperclip, where they basically exchanged their freedom to come work for the US government and our biolabs and other shit like that.
Oh my god!
Huh. But anyways, man, we're moving on to the next one. Next one is Lake Hillier. So Lake Hillier is a saline lake at the edge of the middle island. The most notable feature of the lake is its pink vibrant color. The vibrant color is permanent and does not alter when the water is taken in a container. It is due to an organism. It's called DANXIA salina, and there's so many of them that they figure that this is the thing that actually turns the color of the water pink. Pretty sick, but I mean, coming off of that one, I think we just needed a soft one, to be real with you, after all the human torture and shit we just heard about before. So up next is Google Earth and Snow Saddle. So this one I really couldn't find too much out about, to be honest with you, but shout out to the dude, I'm forgetting your name, who actually made the actual original Reddit post.
Hillier.
But he sent me a link that like sort of described what it was, and basically what it was is it's Kantanga. Also known as the Snow Saddle, it's a major mountain peak in the Himalayas in Nepal. Its summit rises about 7,000 meters, and it was first climbed in about 1963. And this is one of the most mysterious places to look at from the internet because it's completely blacked out on Google Maps. But I feel like they do that for like certain reasons, for like, you know, government stuff and all that. But like, why the fuck in the mountains? You know what I mean? I guess that is a real random spot just to have. And it is believed the area is pixelated to stop the public from spotting a secret entrance and investigating the area, which is known for a vast number of supposed UFO sightings. Make of that what you will. Alright, so next up on the tier is ROCKALL. ROCKALL is an uninhabitable granite islet situated in the North Atlantic Ocean. The United Kingdom, so the UK, claims that ROCKALL lies within its EEC, or its exclusive economic zone, and is a part of its territory. But this claim is not recognized by the Republic of Ireland. It and nearby skerries of Helen's Reef are the only emergent parts of the ROCKALL Plateau. When I looked at this, I deadass just saw some fucking rocks standing up out the ocean. Like, next up is the MAPIMI Silent Zone. It is the popular name for a desert patch near the Bolson de Mapimi in Durango, Mexico, overlapping the MAPIMI Biosphere Reserve. It is the subject of an urban myth that claims it is an area where radio signals and any type of communications cannot be received. In July 1970, on an antenna RTV test rocket launched from the Green River Launch Complex in Utah towards the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico, lost control and fell in the MAPIMI desert region. When the rocket went off course, it was carrying 2 small containers of cobalt-57, a radioactive element. NASA rocket engineer Werner von Braun was sent to the U.S. to investigate the crash. As a result of the U.S. Air Force recovery operation, a number of myths and legends relating to the area arose. Legends including strange magnetic anomalies that prevent radio transmissions, mutations of flora and fauna, extraterrestrial visitations. The area is being compared to like Bermuda Triangle and Area 51 and all the other places where, like, you know, you drive through and some crazy shit happens with your radio and nothing happens, nothing works, you know what I mean? Like big EMP shit. So who knows? I haven't really heard too much about it. That's actually the first time I heard about it. I heard of like Roswell, Area 51, obviously Bermuda Triangle. This is like just another one of those things that I never heard of though, but pretty interesting. So we moving on. Next up is Sandy Island. So Sandy Island it's basically a non-existent island that was charted for over a century as being located near the French territory of New Caledonian, near the Chesterfield Islands and the Nereus Reef in the Eastern Coral Sea. The island was included on many maps and nautical charts from as early as the late 19th century. It was removed from French hydrographic charts in 1974. The island gained widespread media and public attention in November 2012 when the RV Southern Surveyor, an Australian research ship, passed through the area and undiscovered it. Exactly, like how it took that long. It took that long until 2012 for somebody to just go through and be like, oh wait, this shit ain't even here, cuz what are we doing? But anyways, let me know what you think about that one. We're moving on. Next up is the mystery spot in California. This one was a little weird because at first I had thought that the mystery spot in California was going to be about the fake buildings in California that hide the oil tankers and stuff like that. But this was not this at all, to be honest with you. So the mystery spot in California is a tourist attraction near Santa Cruz, California, opened in 1939 by George Prather. Visitors experience demonstrations that appear to defy gravity on the short but steep uphill walk and inside a wooden building on the site. The mystery spot is a gravity hill, tilt-induced visual illusion, basically, is what a gravity hill is. The illusion experienced by visitors results from the oddly tilted environment as well as standing on a tilted floor. Inside the tilted room of the mystery spot, misperceptions of the height and orientation of objects occur. Even when people are standing outside on a level ground, the slant of the building in the background causes misperceptions, as humans judge the height of people using the slant of the roof rather than the true horizon. It's all like a big optical illusion, you know what I mean? And basically, these visual illusions include balls rolling uphill and people leaning farther than normally possible without falling down. Basically, like, if you ever seen Michael Jackson where he did that whole little thing and he, you know, almost touches the ground type thing. This is that whole optical illusion kind of thing going on, but in a building, and they're including you in it basically. The next one is the DANXIA National Geological Park. We're going with Zhangdang, all right, because that's as close as I'm gonna get to saying it. So Zhangdang is known for the unusual color of rocks, which are smooth, sharp, and several hundred meters tall. They result of deposits of sandstone and other materials that occurred over 24 million years ago. The result, similar to like a layer cake basically, was tilted by the action of the same tectonic plates responsible for creating parts of the Himalayan mountains. Wind, rain, and time then sculpted into extraordinary shapes, including towers, pillars, and ravines with varying colors, patterns, sizes. Realistically, bro, you're just gonna need to see this picture because this shit is beautiful. To be real with you, I get it. It looks crazy, you know what I mean? It has been voted by the Chinese media outlets as one of the most beautiful landforms in China, and listen, I agree. That shit looks crazy. I would love to see that one day. All right, up next is Adam's Bridge. Also known as RAMA'S Bridge or Ramasetu, is a chain of natural limestone shoals between Pambam Island, also known as Rameshwar Island. It's off the southeastern coast of Tamil Nadu, India, and Manor Island, and it's close to Sri Lanka also. Geological evidence suggests that this bridge is a former land connection between India and Sri Lanka, and basically it was reportedly passable on foot until the 15th century when storms like deepened the canal and basically just said fuck that, y'all ain't walking this way no more. And basically some of their temples say that the Adam's Bridge was entirely above sea level until it broke from a cyclone in 1480. So who knows. Next one is BERMEJA. BERMEJA or BERMEJA is a phantom islet lying off the north coast of the Yucatan Peninsula according to several maps of the Gulf of Mexico from the 16th century to the 20th century. Despite being located somewhat precisely in relation to neighboring islands by notable Spanish cartographers of the 16th century, the island was not found in a 1997 survey. Hey, shout out to 1997, bro. If you was born the same year as me, cuz you're a real one. Nor in an extensive 2009 study conducted by the National Autonomous University of Mexico on behalf of the Mexican Chamber of Deputies. Basically, people think that the people that was just doing their jobs back then sucked and did not know what they were seeing. You know what I mean? Or shifts in the geography of the ocean floor, rising sea levels, and conspiracy theories claiming that the CIA destroyed the island to expand the economic zone allotted to the United States. I'm highly doubting the last one is true. I hope not, bro.
You underestimate my power.
Like, oh my god, we already do so much fucked up shit. We're gonna be destroying shit just so we can look better, cuz like come on, bro. We're going on to the next one. Next one is the SIACHEN glacier disputes. This one is a little weird because it's more of like a conflict, to be honest. It's not really like a spot, basically. It's a conflict over a spot. Let me put it that way. The SIACHEN Glacier is a glacier located in the eastern Karakoram range of the Himalayas, where the line of control between India and Pakistan ends, basically. So it's right on this kind of border. It is the longest glacier in the Karakoram and the second longest in the world's non-polar areas. The entire SIACHEN Glacier, with all major passes, has been under the administration of India since 1984. But both India and Pakistan claim sovereignty over the area to this day, and it still causes issues. I couldn't really find too much else about it. It was just a lot of like, honestly, like geography about the place, but nothing much on the actual like glacier itself. Anyways, next up is KOLMANSKOP, I think is how I say this. KOLMANSKOP. Basically, it's a ghost town near southern Namibia. It was known for diamond mining in the early 1900s. And basically, this place was popping. All right, like when they first found a diamond there, it was boom, and people showed up running through this thing, grabbing all the diamonds they can. And then, basically, around 1930s, really 1928, the town's fate basically was sealed when already the richest people that were mining the diamonds, they found another diamond field a little bit down the road, like, you know what I mean, a few miles later, and basically everybody just got up and dipped. They said, fuck this place, yo, we going to get rich over there because we not staying here. Yeah, literally people left. They left their houses, they left their possessions, they left everything. It's dead ass just a ghost town now. Even the pictures today. By 1956, KOLMANSKOP was completely abandoned, and to this day it's like a tourist spot. You can go there, check it out. Moving on, this is like the third to last thing on here. It's GUNKANJIMA, also known as Battleship Island. It's an abandoned island off of Nagasaki, lying about 9 miles from the center of the city. It is one of about 505 uninhabited islands in the Nagasaki prefecture. The island's most notable features are its abandoned concrete buildings, undisturbed by nature, and the surrounding seawall. While the island is a symbol of rapid industrialization of Japan, it is also a reminder of Japanese war crimes as a site of forced labor prior to and during the Second World War. Unit 731, cuz there you are again, you fucking fucked up motherfuckers right there.
I'll never forgive the Japanese!
The 16-acre island was known for its undersea coal mines, established in 1887, which operated during the industrialization of Japan. The island reached peak population of 5,259 people in 1959. Then, in 1974, with the coal reserves nearly depleted, the mine was closed and all the residents left the island, basically. And they just kind of left it for 3 decades. It's just abandoned, still chilling there. So we moving on. Second to last one I'm honestly gonna skip. It's Gravity Hill. If you listen to the mystery spot in California, it's literally that, but there's just hundreds of them all over the place. Like I told you, I've definitely been to one, and it was somewhere on the East Coast. It was nowhere near California. But yeah, so them shits is everywhere, just different optical illusions. Pretty crazy. All right, finally, last up on this list is Club 33 at Disneyland. So Club 33 comprises of a number of private dining clubs located within the various Disney parks. First opening in 1967 inside Disneyland Park, the club was modeled after numerous executive VIP lounges created by the pavilion sponsors in the 1964 New York's World Fair. At the time, Club 33 was the only location within Disney that would serve alcohol. So that was why it was pretty important. Basically, according to Disney, Club 33 is simply named after its address at 33 Royal Street in New Orleans Square in Disneyland. Others speculate that the name is a reference to the 33rd degree of Freemasonry. While there's no concrete evidence to support that Walt Disney himself was a Freemason, there is some supporting evidence of Masonic roots found in the Disney theme parks themselves, such as this prop crate located in Disney World's Magic Kingdom with the inscription H. Abif's Working Tools, a likely reference to Hiram Abif, who is the foundational character of the Freemasonry's ritualistic drama of the third or master's degree. Membership in the club has been exclusive since the very beginning. However, it has been opened to public membership for many years. In fact, in 2007, the waitlist became so long that the club officially closed the waiting list for 5 years before reopening again in 2012. That same year, the reported cost of the membership was around 25 bands, bro. Oh my God, 25 bands, because you know how much going to Disney World already costs, bro? Like,
for you that are watching with no street cred, 25 bands is $25,000.
you paying 25 bands just to fucking drink drinks at Disney World? You are dumb as shit, bro. What the fuck? You deserve to be in that club, fam. Like, no bullshit. You club of dumb motherfuckers is what I'll call y'all. Plus 10,000 annually for individuals and even more for corporations. So basically, if you in Club 33, you definitely into some shit. You either really got some money or you really a big motherfucking dumbass. Like, there's no way around it, man. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this one. Hopefully the fourth tier, there was a few things in here I really couldn't find shit for. So shout out to the people that be helping me in the comments and shit. Hopefully 100 by the end of fucking, what month are we in now? We're about to be in April, so I'll say like hopefully 100 subscribers by the end of April, right? That's doable. But yeah. Alright, yo, appreciate y'all. Stay dangerous.